Hi, this video will be looking at child development in sport and how coaches can support and promote participation and limit dropout in a performance-driven culture. So think back to your history playing sport. Which sports did you try? Which did you play a little bit longer? Did you continue with any? And did you stop? And importantly, why? And how can coaches support young people appropriately through all phases of their development? He certainly wants to know. Most people have a sporting timeline. Maybe you did gymnastics at 5 years old, football at 10, golf at 15, and now you just go to the gym and enjoy working out as an adult. Maybe you still do all of these sports. What we're interested in is how coaches can affect these timelines positively, so you don't end up like this. So where does the coach come in here? Don't they have to improve performance of their players? And they have to get everyone to participate and keep coming back? And develop the young people personally? Tough, right? So how can coaches support this heavy load? Some claim that it's impossible to coach for performance and for participation, but we disagree. Firstly, how do we get our players coming back every week with their smiles on their faces? Without that, we don't have elite performance, and we have a lower chance of lifelong physical activity. Firstly, children need to feel competent. How can you structure your training and games to allow players to succeed? Be careful of competition too. Try to focus on having fun, reaching goals, and improving. They also need to feel autonomy. You've won half the battle. They're showing up. Now they need to feel that they can change and affect what happens. Can you give them choices? Are you listening to them and what they want and need? And then relatedness. Everybody has different reasons for playing sport, and promoting positive relationships with compassion and belonging is crucial. If you satisfy all these needs, although not easy, we believe more young people will stay active for longer. Many clubs follow this model of sports participation. After entry into sport around the age of 6, a few children may specialise early, meaning focused training in one particular sport. This is to focus on reaching elite level. However, this path is not seen as fun or motivational, and it increases the risk of injury and burnout. Not the best path for lifelong physical activity for most young people. Between the ages of around 6 to 12 or 13, most children will be in the sampling phase. In order to promote their development and enjoyment of physical activity, they should be participating in a range of sports. Maybe you encourage your players to try other sports, even help them. Children should also be doing lots of deliberate play instead of deliberate practice. But what does that mean? Deliberate play is not about achieving goals. It's about enjoyment, keeping children active. It's also very flexible and sometimes unplanned. We often just do it for the sake of it. So if your 10-year-olds want to play tag or a game they learnt at school, are you okay with that? Or do you want to follow the plan? Are you making sure you don't talk or instruct too much? Are you focusing on fun and play in your sport? This specialisation phase between around 12 and 16 years of age will be crucial in reducing dropout. Here you'll need to balance deliberate play with deliberate practice. In deliberate practice, we are trying to achieve goals and improve performance. This is often carried out more seriously, and it might not be as enjoyable. A study of adolescent swimmers showed that pressure from parents, weaker peer groups, and the coach favouring stronger swimmers were contributing factors in them stopping. Those who stayed active had coaches with a more democratic style, stronger social groups, and more balanced parents. Evidence also shows how two coaches can balance each other out, meaning less dropout because of coach behaviour. What about fitness training? We are in the specialisation phase after all, and the kids are getting older. This might even give them key knowledge to stay fit and healthy through life. Well, research indicates that hockey players who took on extra fitness training around 12 to 13 years old were more likely to quit. So, keep your sport or activity at the centre of what you do. So we want to see structured play all the way up to around 15 or 16, with more structured practice coming in after 12. Your children should also be involved in multiple sports if possible. Oh yeah, and leave the weight training until they get a bit older. Help your players feel like they're succeeding. Give them positive feedback in a positive environment. Let them make choices and mistakes and take care of those group dynamics. This will look differently for all of you, so listen to your players. You might even better understand other factors which might cause them to stop being active. If we do all of these things, we might achieve a great feat and develop young people's interest in physical activity and provide the grounding for an active and enjoyable life.